At some point in life, almost everyone has thought about digging a hole straight to the center of the Earth. But despite our curiosity, no one has ever come close to achieving that. This brings up an interesting question. If humanity decided that digging a hole as deep as possible was our top priority, how far down could we actually go with the technology we have today? But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our new videos. Now grab your favorite drink and let's get started. Let's start at the Earth's surface and see how deep we can go. At just 6 feet down, about 1.8 meters, we hit the standard depth of a grave in Western culture. If you're worried about zombies, this is where they'd be coming from. Going deeper to 13 feet, around 4 meters, we reach the depth where King Tutankhamun's tomb was discovered. A bit further, at 20 feet 6 meters, we're at the maximum depth that metal detectors can pick up signals. At 39 feet 12 meters, we find the deepest burrows made by animals, specifically the Nile crocodile. Moving down to 66 feet 20 meters, we reach the level of the Paris catacombs, a massive underground tomb that holds the remains of over 6 million people. Double that to 131 feet 40 meters, and you're at the bottom of the world's deepest swimming pool. If you drained the pool and jumped in, it would take nearly 3 seconds to hit the bottom. At 328 feet 100 meters, we're at the depth where governments usually bury nuclear waste. Just below that, at 346 feet 105.5 meters, is the deepest metro station in the world, located in Kyiv, Ukraine. At 400 feet 122 meters, we find the deepest known point where a plant's roots have reached, a fig tree in South Africa. Further down, at 722 feet 220 meters, lies the Congo River in Africa, the deepest river in the world. At 787 feet 240 meters, you could ride through the world's deepest railway tunnel, which connects the Japanese islands of Honshu and Hokkaido. A little deeper, at 942 feet 287 meters, you'd be driving through the deepest road tunnel in the world, located in Norway. At 1,000 feet 305 meters, even the B-82 Earth-penetrating nuclear warhead could still reach you, as it can destroy structures at this depth. Amazingly, at 1,286 feet 392 meters, we reach the Woodingdean water well in the UK, the deepest hand-dug well ever, completed in 1862. Going even deeper to 1,978 feet 603 meters, we find the deepest vertical drop inside a cave. If you were unlucky enough to fall, it would take over 11 seconds before you hit the bottom. At 2,296 feet 700 meters, we arrive at the depth where the Chilean miners were trapped for 69 days back in 2010. At 3,182 feet 970 meters, we reach the Bingham Canyon mine in Utah, the deepest open-pit mine with an open sky above it. This pit is so deep that the tallest building in the world could fit inside, with over 300 feet 100 meters to spare. Continuing down to 4,626 feet 1,410 meters, the deepest concert ever held took place in Finland, performed by the band Agonizer. At 5,387 feet 1,642 meters, we reach the bottom of Lake Baikal in Russia, the world's deepest lake. The Grand Canyon's deepest point, at 6,089 feet 1,857 meters, seems shallow in comparison. The deepest known cave on Earth is 7,208 feet 2,197 meters beneath the surface in Georgia. But even this is not the deepest hole you could fall into. That title belongs to the Moab Kotsong mineshaft in South Africa, which plunges to 10,276 feet, or 3,132 meters. Riding the elevator to the bottom takes 4.5 minutes, but if you fell, it would take a full 25 seconds before you hit the ground. At 11,811 feet, or 3,600 meters, we find the deepest point where multicellular life has been discovered, a worm living in extreme conditions. Humans, however, have gone even deeper. The deepest mine on Earth, also in South Africa, extends to a staggering 13,123 feet, or 4,000 meters below the surface, where temperatures can reach a blistering 150 degrees Fahrenheit, or 66 degrees Celsius. At 19,685 feet, or 6,000 meters, we reach the average depth of the oceanic crust beneath the seafloor. If we could place Mount Everest underground, its peak would be at 29,029 feet, or 8,848 meters down. The Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the ocean, bottoms out at 36,070 feet, or 10,994 meters. But even this isn't as deep as humans have dug. The Kola Super Deep Borehole in Russia goes down to 40,230 feet, or 12,262 meters, showcasing the limits of human engineering. Despite its depth, this project only got a third of the way through the Earth's crust, stopped by temperatures of 356 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. The borehole itself is just 9 inches or 23 centimeters wide, so luckily you can't accidentally fall into it. Dropping a coin down the shaft would take almost 50 seconds to reach the bottom. However, this record was recently surpassed by the Z44 Chavio oil and gas well, which extends to an incredible 40,604 feet or 12,376 meters. That's like stacking 15 Burj Khalifas on top of each other. Yet, even at this depth, we've barely scratched the surface. The Earth's crust can extend down to 229,659 feet or 70,000 meters. And the planet's center is a staggering 4,177 miles, or 6,731 kilometers beneath us. So in terms of distance, humanity's attempts have barely made a dent in the Earth's outer layers. In conclusion, while we've made some impressive strides in digging into the Earth, our journey to its core is still in its infancy. But the question remains, just how far can we go? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more fascinating explorations like this one. Hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content.